Good day, soul friends. Michelle here with Rising Sun Oracle. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are returning. It's a joy to welcome you back to the space. Thanks for joining me today. I am here with another channeled message for the collective. This time it is on what he didn't say and more. A couple weeks ago I had run a poll on Instagram asking for your feedback as to what readings you wanted to have featured, or what reading you wanted to have featured last week. It was decided that you guys wanted to do the soul contract, and it was such a close race between that and what he didn't say that I promised I'd be back with what he didn't say and more this week. So thank you again to those who participated. I am here with what he didn't say and more. If you're looking to have this reading done for yourself as a private, I do offer it as a special structured reading through my Etsy channel. So if you're interested in a private reading, please visit the Etsy shop. So without further ado, channeling for the collective, what he didn't say and more. The first question that we are going to ask is, what is your counterpart's current energy? And we have 3 cards coming up. So again, this is tapping into divine masculine, soulmate, twin flame, however you identify. We are asking, what is his current energy? Pulling 3 cards. First card out, we have death, rebirth. I always like to see this card. It's so mystical and magical. I'm always drawn to the forest imagery in the middle of the face there. Oh, just so illuminating. It's the end of toxic cycles. It's the end of negative thinking. Pretty much death, rebirth. So in the shadow aspect, what I am channeling for masculine is, I'm getting 2 energies here. So I'm going to focus on shadow and light. So shadow portion, for those who are coming through as shadow energies, we're looking at masculines who are clinging onto the past, who are unable to let go of the things that have transpired in the connection, that have lower vibrational energies, be that unspoken words, arguments, ghosting is another one that's coming through very loud and clear. This individual is fearing change. They feared change in your relationship, in your connection. And as such, I feel that that really contributed to, for some of you, the downfall of your connection. Masculine wasn't ready to advance to another level, wasn't ready to, I'm hearing, show up to the connection the way that feminine had desired or had wished to achieve with masculine. But then also on a personal level, this masculine is dealing with, or was dealing with, personal conflict, personal challenges, things that maybe feminine wasn't aware of. I am channeling for some that they remain in this kind of energy, that they're battling their own issues and not able to either share that with feminine, or feminine is not aware of that. This individual is lacking structure and foundation, so that's a challenge for them. So that, again, all that energy is from the shadow portion of the group of masculines that I'm channeling for. In the light perspective, the channeling messages that I am receiving from this collective, this is a masculine who's willing to break those cycles, who has learned from previous mistakes, failed situations with feminine. It was a time of reflection coming through. It's giving birth to newfound and profound awareness about your connection, about himself. This is someone who has been successful at coming into grounding around structure and foundation. So again, 2 different energies coming through for light and dark perspective right out the gate. Next card out is, this is another beautiful, I love this deck. It's the Light Seers Tarot, 4 of Cups. Just a beautiful energy. Again, strong message coming through is masculine is contemplating and reflecting and thinking of feminine. In the shadow perspective for the first group of masculines channeled, again, they continue to hold on to the negative energy that was around either feminine or the connection. It's a pessimistic attitude. It is focusing on what I don't have. I'd like you to see that hand here of the offering. I don't know if you can see that. It's almost as if feminine turns a blind eye to the offering that is coming forward. Instead, I want to focus on the 3 empty bowls here, the 3 empty cups of what I didn't get. I want to hang on to what I didn't get. So masculine in this perspective is, in the shadow aspect, is holding on to feminine's negativity around what she didn't receive in the connection. I hope that makes sense. There's also an energy here where masculine is holding on to the arguments, the complaints, the hurt that feminine has felt around receiving this from him. In the light perspective, we have masculine reflecting on missed opportunities, things that I didn't follow through on. I should have offered more. I feel let down in my own energy for not coming through for feminine. I didn't plant the right kind of seeds is a message I hear as well. But this, in the light perspective, I'm channeling a masculine who's coming forward to say, I'm so bored of this. I'm so bored of the disconnect. I'm so bored of life without my feminine. I'm thinking about this and reflecting on it. I don't feel complete. I don't feel fulfilled. I didn't appreciate what I had when I had it, and now I'm sitting here thinking, what did I do? Why didn't I spend more time in the attitude of gratitude? Sure, things weren't perfect, but why did I turn my back so far on the connection, on myself, on feminine, and not appreciate what I had when I had it? It's about wanting to see the fullness, the appreciation, and the richness of life. So somehow, some way, energetically, masculine is still tapped into this wanting to achieve this kind of, this attitude of gratitude. And then finally in the energy, again, what's masculine's current energy? We have Knight of Pentacles. I like this. This is a good one. Going back to the negative part or the shadow side, for those masculines who, or that group of energy of masculines who came forward in the beginning, there's a loud message coming through of masculines who focused on self when they were in connection with feminine. They were focused on the material world, on their possessions, on their career, on money-making opportunities, and being really driven by money, work, overly dedicated to work. And in those areas, in that energy, lost time in connection with feminine. So that's a wedge for some of you that played a big part in your connection. Masculine, too focused on work, too focused on material gain, not focused enough on connection and feminine. Therefore, it drew a wedge between the two of you. But also I have masculines coming through who feel, or did feel at the time in the connection, stuck, unable to move forward with trying to really gain or achieve a pot of success. So there's two energies there. There's one set that was overly invested in the material gain, and then another set who weren't invested enough, and they allowed lack, the feeling of lack, the not being driven, to keep them away from achieving success, to work on their own prospects. In the light perspective, masculine has gained confidence. He is diligent, he's hardworking, he's really focused on career right now because it instills a sense of pride. It gives him something to focus his energies on that is positive. He's building a security nest and safe in this area. Really feels safe in this energy rather than focusing on a romantic connection or being tied to their emotions or overly invested in their emotions, because there just doesn't seem to be enough energy or comfortability for him right now to be in the space of emotion. It's more in the physical. I'm focused on my career, my gains, and walking towards brighter pastures. So that's the current energy for masculine right now. Next, we are going to ask, what's going on with him? What's the tea? What's happening with masculine? Again, this reading is for those who are in separation from their counterparts, be it twin flame, soulmate, however you identify. It's not knowing what's going on with masculine, what he didn't say and more. So your feminine wants to know what's going on with masculine. So let's find out what's going on with him. What's the tea with masculine? Okay, so we have the ego card coming out. Not surprised to see this. We have hurt ego, ego getting in the way of relationship, etc. So let's hold it up this way. So what's going on with him? He is, ooh, I'm looking at the other two cards. This is interesting energy. So this is why the shadow energy came forward right away for masculine in the death rebirth, is because still stuck in this area of thinking about the divide between masculine and feminine. Ego got in the way. My pride was in the way. I am reflecting on this. I know that my ego got the best of me. I hurt you, feminine. I am sitting in this. I am gaining new perspective around my attitude. I'm watching the way that my attitude impacts others, and specifically reflecting on how it's impacted you and our connection. I'm haunted by it. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. So I'm really stuck in this. I'm sitting in my emotions here. I'm really just, here's a channeled message coming through. I'm disappointed in myself. I have regret. I have shame around the way that I treated you. It's causing bad karma. All I can hear is you yelling at me. For some of you, if that's been the case, I feel your energy is still stuck with me. So what's going on with me? I'm trapped in all of this energy. Only the shadow part wants to come forward at this point about what's going on with masculine. Is I'm stuck in all this negativity. I'm stuck in my ego. I'm haunted by it. I'm reflecting on the bad karma that it's caused me, that it's I'm drowning in it, is what I hear. I am so consumed by my memories of the trauma that I caused you, the trauma that I caused in our connection. It is, for some, this won't apply for all, but for some I am hearing specifically that it's caused masculine. I'm just trying to figure out the right words to say this. And again, it won't apply to all. There's I think one or two that are coming forward who really want to reveal to feminine that I am seeking counseling. I am seeking medical attention, therapy, medication. For one of them has been recently died, and it's a very delicate situation, very delicate subject. And I don't necessarily like to shine the light on this for their privacy, but he's pushing me to say I've been recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder, dual personalities, I'm haunted by this. I'm not sure how to work around this. I am seeking medical attention. That's one masculine in particular who's coming forward, who wants to reveal that to feminine. So sending him some love and light in his struggles, because all of a sudden it's put me in a heavy energy. I just feel drowned by this particular card. So again, not going to apply to all of it, but applies to one specific masculine. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's for what's going on with him. And again, it won't apply to all. So take it if it only resonates, or if you, excuse me, feel that in your heart, feminine, if you feel in your heart that you're masculine, this is your masculine, he wants you to know what's going on, because he doesn't want to hide that from you, but also doesn't know how to bring it forward. And he says in due time it'll all come forward, but for right now I have to focus on self. Okay. Next question we are going to ask is, where is the masculine on his journey of the soul at present time? So we're going to get 3 cards for the journey of his soul. Where is he at on his journey of the soul at present time? Feminine, if there's a particular feminine who's watching and all of a sudden you've just had a very big dizzy spell, that last message was for you, about your masculine battling bipolar. Whoa. I see that, and the card that comes out is ground yourself. So where is he at on his journey? He's now had this diagnosis for this particular masculine that I've just spoken of. The diagnosis, he's now learning to ground himself in this knowledge and this understanding. Wearing red, root, grounding, root chakra. Okay, he wants me to stay stuck on his story right now, so I'm gonna channel for him. If anything else comes forward, then we'll look at that. But for right now, he asks me, please help me, walk with me, walk with me. Whoa. Big wave of sadness has come over. He's really struggling with now coming into the knowledge of this. He didn't know why. Okay, here comes a channeled message from him. I don't know why. I didn't know why. I didn't understand what I was doing at the time, because I didn't. Okay, so see past the illusions, grounding. Undying love. So here he is on his journey. This is his journey right now, this individual. Okay. He's very anxious. Really wants to communicate his truth to feminine. So I'm just trying to ground in his energy, trying to ground his energy down to relay, because sorry, I'm not going to get caught up in his emotion and it become a situation where it's hijacked here. Okay, so masculine. Didn't understand. Wasn't aware. Out-of-body experiences was not in a space of recognition of why I was behaving the way that I was behaving, what was going on with me, because I didn't understand the dual personalities. It came across as being ego. It came across as being narcissistic. It came across as abuse. I am now grounding myself in the knowledge. I didn't see what was there. I am speaking my truth, that this caused a real issue. This is my underlining issue. Not to say that it is an excuse, not to say that it makes things okay, because it doesn't. I acknowledge my past. I acknowledge the way that I treated you. I didn't mean to hurt you, but I didn't know why, and this is why things took such a drastic and negative turn with you. I have undying love for you. I am still in love with you, but now this is my journey at present time. My soul's journey right now is to learn and understand my diagnosis with bipolar disorder. I am coming into that knowledge. I am going to accept all of the help that is coming to me so that I can be a better person, so that I can understand myself, so that I am able to have better control of what's going on in my world. Okay? So that is that message for that particular masculine. He says he feels better now. Okay. So for the other messages that are coming through, wow, I didn't expect things to go this way. So I thank you for sticking around. Okay. So for the other masculines that are coming through, where is he at on his journey of the soul at present time? For them, they are taking time to ground, to better understand themselves, to better understand why it was that they were driven to do the things that they did, not only within your connection, but where they've landed up until this point. So right now, they're focusing on self. They are tired of the lies, the hidden truths that haven't been, that continue to and have been withheld from feminine, from himself. I am channeling a message from another individual who says, I can't hide from the lies anymore. I need to see past this. I need to speak myself. My truth. I need to ground myself in the truth from now on. My journey right now is truth. Not only am I grounding in truth, but I'm telling myself and showing myself that by doing this, I am showing myself the best care and best love towards self and towards you. So, and here's another message. Because of your undying love for me, so he's acknowledging a feminine. Because of your undying love for me, you have helped me to come into knowing my truth, seeing past the illusion, seeing past the facade that I was putting up, that I was presenting to you. I am now grounding in the truth. And I want to thank you for that. So you've been the one to be my catalyst, to go within, to ground in my knowledge, in my truth, and to show me what true love is. I was lacking this in my life. It is now part of my journey. It is my soul's journey at present time to love myself more, to love myself, period. Whoa, lots of stuff coming through here today. Next question we are going to ask, of course, every time I pull out this test, what is he doubting about himself? So what is masculine doubting about himself? There's your 3 cards. We're going to pull 3 cards. Would my darkness push you away? That is that one individual who is dealing with the bipolar disorder diagnosis, my darkness. Knowing now what you now know about me, would it still continue to push you away? I have doubts that you can actually, oh my goodness, that you can actually come forward and be with me. Can I show you the cards here? Look at this mask. Okay, I'm just going to say it's a very masculine energy in a red hood. Look at the masculine here in a red hood. That masculine, and I'm wearing red too. That's so funny. That masculine that I'm channeling, he wears a red hoodie. Would my darkness push you away? So masculine has worries. He's doubting. My darkness will just drive you away. How can you come towards me? You are light. Would you come towards my darkness? Next doubt is, I still have abandonment wounds from my childhood. Same individual coming forward. This is part of what his now truth is in knowing and coming to where he has had this diagnosis. This is a root cause of that. Childhood trauma. Wow. I don't know if I'm capable of being a family man and a father. So that's all. It's the same individual. Childhood stuff. There's something that's transpired in his childhood. Bad karma between his father figure and himself, and all of that is playing a very big part in where he is as his own individual right now. He had a very hard time with his father as a child. I'm seeing abuse, neglect, abandonment. He fears. Those are his dark fears in life right now. With feminine, I could not continue our connection because of this. Because I feared that if I stayed connected to you and if we had a child together, I would not be capable of being a family man and a father. I would bring more wounds and hurt to my child with you if things went in this direction. That's why my darkness drove a wedge between us, and that's why we had to separate. I'm getting the feeling and the impression now that this individual is just going to take over the reading. The other ones, I'm not really getting so much more energy from the other ones who wanted to come out earlier. I feel they're standing with their brother and acknowledging that his story needs to come forward today. So, okay. We'll just take it as it goes. We'll just take it as it goes. And if you all feel that that's what you want to do, then we're going to go in that direction. Because someone who's watching needs to hear this in order to gain perspective and clarity about their masculine and what's going on. Okay, those are the doubts. Next, going to ask, what does masculine think or feel about your connection? I got that wave of dizziness again. Like I'm struggling just to stay rooted and focused and calm. That's this masculine's energy. He comes and goes in and out of it, where I lose myself. And I need you to help ground me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, okay. Oh, I just got a wave of chills. Sorry, I had an alarm here. Okay, what does masculine think about your connection? Reinvention. Oh wow, the wave of dizzy is quite overwhelming. I am finding myself because of you. I am reinventing who I am. This now just wants to be like a channeled conversation I'm feeling here in these cards versus kind of explaining what's happening. That's okay. It's okay. He is coming into balance with his masculine and feminine energy. More feminine energy is coming to him as he discovers who he is, as he learns to understand the duality within, the bipolar, the yin, the yang, because it's been out of balance in so many areas. It's not just the connection with feminine, it is with himself. I am coming home to self. I recognized you are or you are my soulmate. So we're speaking to a soulmate connection. You are the love of my life. You are my soulmate. You are my forever. Spring. Things will come back into balance. And I will be on more solid ground in the spring. I'm reinventing who I am. It is though I'm in the darkness. I've been in the darkness. I'm coming out of hibernation. Winter, stagnant, hidden, dark stuff. Planting new seeds so that I can bloom in the spring. If you have cherry blossoms or a cherry tree around you, or it is on, if you walk in nature and you come across a cherry tree, that is also a signaling to you from this masculine, I'm with you. Ugh, there's two blooms here. Soulmate, you are my soulmate. That's how he's feeling towards you in the connection. Now, wow. I'm so incredibly dizzy from it. And that's his energy coming and going back and forth, feeling unbalanced. Next, we're going to ask, what is his mood towards you right now? What is masculine's mood toward feminine right now? It's the energy of the card. I may as well just tell you right now, rebellious, caged, confined, constricted. I feel trapped in my body. I feel trapped in this soul that is so rebellious. This restricts me from really being who I really want to be and who I really am. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to come out of this. I'm worried I'm not going to be the same me that you knew. Oh, manipulative. Calculating, controlling, planning. That was a very big part in your connection. He acknowledges, I manipulated the situation quite often. I played you like a puppet. I'm acknowledging that this was my behavior for most of our time together. I was very calculated and controlling. I wanted to control your every move. I wanted to control the outcomes of things. I did things that I would sit and plot and plan about how I would manipulate your feelings. Dreamy. Dream space, fantasizing, thinking about you. Again, confirmation, I am thinking about you. We just had the new moon. So if you're a Cancer sign or this individual is a Cancer sign, it's acknowledgement of the new moon and how this new moon is impacting him right now. I'm speaking to present time. So it is Sunday. I believe this video is going to go up tomorrow, Monday. We just had the new moon. I think it was Friday. So it speaks to present energy. But it could also identify, because it was in the sign of Cancer. Whoa. You are either a Cancer sign or he is a Cancer sign. But a big wave of emotion. Cancer signs are very emotional. And this was a particularly emotionally charged new moon. Wants you to know I'm thinking of you. I am dreaming of you. I still fantasize about being with you and our connection together, our time together. What perspective? Oh, I feel really nauseous too. So if you're watching this and you're getting any of those emotions as you watch, and it's triggering you, this is your masculine for sure. What perspective is the masculine gaining while in separation from you? As if all of this wasn't perspective enough, right? First card to really come out, sometimes rejection is God's protection. That's driving my darkness away from you, feminine. I don't want to bring this to you. I don't know if you can see this or not, but do you see the outline here of the cloud? It's in a heart. Wow. My heart is with you, feminine. Look at the lamb. I want to come towards you with gentleness, but I can't. This rejection, my running from you, my disconnect from you is all about protecting you. More red again. I want you to root your heart in the knowledge that this is for your protection. I have gained perspective that all of my poor actions, my decisions, all of this harm that I caused you, this is not where I envisioned myself being and how things were going to play out with you. I need you to ground yourself in the knowledge that this is all about protecting you. I don't want to harm you anymore. This is the perspective he is gaining. I hurt you. God intervened. God stepped in. God created this divide here for your protection. Accept it because it is sent to you with love. Her intuition was her favorite superpower. Intuitively, you know that your masculine did not mean to hurt you in any way. You know that he is struggling. You may not have all of the answers. You may not have all of the awareness and knowledge, but you are intuitively connected to him, and you know when he's not right. You know when he is spinning. You know when he is in trouble. You know when he is trying to ground himself in your love to be able to be safe and protected on his journey. He acknowledges how intuitively connected you are to him. He has gained the perspective and knowledge through separation that intuitively I know you're guiding me. Intuitively I know you know what's happening. Intuitively you are connected, and it is a beautiful superpower of yours. And finally, it's another nice one. Trust your soul's intelligence and the wisdom of synchronicity. So your masculine knows through the separation, the perspective I gain is that we are intuitively connected. I can trust that this is part of our journey for a particular reason. And I trust that it is going to be a positive situation, even though it's a rather dark and trying and negative one right now for me. I trust. I trust. If you are seeing butterflies or fireflies, that's another signaling to you, I am with you in these moments. This is also speaking to present time. I get a lot of summertime energy from this card as well. This is the perspective he has gained. Whew. My lower back just started to become very painful. So this tells me we are helping masculine push out, ground out all of this difficult stuff that's been stuck up here into the solar plexus area. We are pushing it out, helping him ground in the knowledge that he is safe, he is protected. We are going to ask now, what truth does masculine have around the possibility of reconciliation? What truth does masculine have about the possibility of reconciliation? Oh, this is so beautiful. We already discovered or explored practicing self-love. This is an acknowledgement. We need to love ourselves. Again, new moon energy in here. Wow. I do get Cancer new moon through this image. We are presently practicing the best form of self-care, self-love. That Cancer moon is really deeply rooted in emotion, heavy, deep emotion. In order for us to gain any kind of traction towards reconciliation, we have to practice self-love. We have to love ourselves more before we can love one another. We have to love ourselves, period, before we can love one another. That's what he's saying to you. I need to love myself first before I can love you. Defense mechanism. He's really battling and struggling with himself. I'm on guard. I'm really battling. And because I'm in battle, I am in conflict. I am in self-war. I don't see reconciliation as a possibility right now. If I came to you wounded, it's just going to create more codependent issues. And I don't want to walk on this path with you that way. I don't want to be codependent on you. I don't want to bring my trauma from my childhood into our connection. At some when I am battling my hardest and I feel like I can't escape and I want to numb it all out, I turn to substance abuse. I don't want to be codependent on drinking to numb out my pain. For these reasons, I don't see reconciliation right now. We can't be in this energy together anymore or again. I am not going to come at you with this again. I'd rather fight myself, battle my issues, overcome codependency, love myself. I'd rather do these things on my own than to have you in the picture. I'm sorry that sounds rude, that sounds selfish, but it's all about keeping you protected. You don't want to be around this. I don't want you to be around this. This is very dark. This is very trying. I can't bring this to you. I need to hide this from you. I can't be codependent on you, nor can you be codependent on me in love in order to heal each other. It's not going to work that way. My eyes are blurry. We have now tapped into the third eye so that we can see past those illusions. We're activating third eye chakra right now. Intuition. This is a message for you. Whoa. Although we're connected this way, and although it's your form of keeping up with me and knowing and feeling, I want you to close this space. I don't want you to have access to this. Is a message for you. Next question we are going to ask is, what did masculine not tell you in the past that he wishes he could have? Gonna get 3 cards. This is from, I'm using my What He Didn't Say channel messages from Divine Masculine Volume 1 deck. That is presently in stock in my Etsy shop, but it is on very limited quantity. and not sure when it's going to come back in stock. So, what did masculine not tell you in the past that he wishes he could have? Wow. Oh boy. Something deep is moving within me. I do not have the words to explain it, nor do I know what is happening. But I know you do. That's the intuition. That's the third eye. That's why it went off so deeply for me. So what did he not tell you in the past when you guys were together? You were connected to me so deeply and so intuitively. I didn't understand this. I didn't understand what's happening with me and my mental health, but you sure did. I'm having just as difficult time with my emotions as you are. No, you are not alone. We are in this together. Be encouraged. Our prayers are being heard. Be ready to receive blessings of our union. So these were things that he didn't tell you about in the past. I feel like you broke up more than twice in the past. Twice in the past, but this is different from the last 2 times because you did come back together. Last question here. Using my volume 2 deck. What does masculine wish he could tell you right now? So this is your last question. This is what we're ending on. This is what masculine wishes he could tell you right now. I miss my best friend. This is all his emotion. I still need you. I can't read that. So that's the beauty of doing it on live camera for you. You see how this masculine's energy has played out through the whole read. So, wow. His outgoing message to you is, I don't want you to hurt for me. I don't want you to be sad. I need your light to help guide me from a distance. I can't come to you in the physical. I can't bring this stuff to you in the physical. I've not been able to speak my words because I am still finding myself. I am still trying to understand and discover within why my world has been turned upside down the way that it has. I am going to be okay. I think of you every day. As much as I need you, I know that it is unfair to come to you and to try and bring all of this knowledge to your attention. Because it is so heavy and weighted, it's not fair to bring it to you, and it's not fair to try and work through this with you in my world. I don't want to continue the cycle of bringing bad karma between us. My best defense right now is to stay away from you. It's not because I want to continue to hurt you, but to protect you. I don't want to be reliant or codependent on you to help me through this. I hurt just as much as you do, but I can't bring more hurt to you. I'm not willing to do that. I'm thinking of you. I don't want to be selfish. I don't want to be narcissistic. I don't want to manipulate our situation and our connection. I'm not trying to be rebellious. I'm trying to give birth to a new me. I acknowledge you are my soulmate, but my darkness keeps me from you. I don't know if I'll ever be the kind of man that you want to share a life with, but I do have undying love for you. It's telling me that by the next full moon, which is at the end of the month, I think it's July 23rd, full moon in Aquarius. That's where the really big and significant work is going to start to really shift forward, really be released, so that I can be a better person in the spring. I can give birth to a new me come the spring. I don't want to be haunted anymore. You are my queen. Try and think of other things other than myself. Focus your attention elsewhere. I know life seems uneventful and uncolorful without me in it. I know you're bored by the disconnect. But I really need to give birth to a new me. I can't be with you right now. I can't focus on you right now. It has to be on me. Not because I don't love you, but because I love you. I'm working very hard. I'm really working very hard. I'm just channeling through all of the cards, his messages to you. Look up at the stars. I'm with you in the stars and the moon. I acknowledge that with the energies of the moon, the moon is really pushing me. I am working with the moon's energy. With each new moon and full moon, I am giving birth and death to new me. I shed the old me, but then I give birth to a new me, a better me. Wow. I'm going to thank this individual for coming forward and using me as the channel to bring this message to you, feminine. And I give him my blessings. My thoughts and prayers are with him. And may he be courageous enough to continue to explore his journey right now and where it's taking him, because this will be the hardest part of his journey right now on earth in this present lifetime. He says, I'm ready to be a new me. I can do this. I will do this. He says sorry to those who came here and wanting to know what their masculine was up to, and I came in and hijacked the situation. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. I can feel your energy is helping me through, just as your masculines are standing with me and helping me. I can feel their energy with me. They are encouraging me. I see them all standing in a circle together, and they're like fist pumping and they're hugging one another. It's like this really nice, beautiful circle of masculines coming together to hold each other in the light, to help them navigate together. He says, I know that their energy is going to help me move forward. And for those feminines who are still watching and this doesn't apply to you, your masculine is with me, as is your energy with me, helping me, and I want to say thank you. Wow. So my friends, with that, we're going to close out the reading. I thank you for being here. I thank him for coming forward and allowing me the opportunity to channel for his truth, to help bring it out forward, because there will be people, he says, there will be people who watch this video who have been from here from the start to the end, who will gain some sort of knowledge, and or if they are in the same situation as I am, they are going to seek help as a result of the message, as a result of me coming forward and revealing my truth to you. And that's why I needed to come forward today to speak my truth. All right, friends, take care, and much love to all.